Zerless, don't you dare. But anyway, sorry, that was kind of a long-winded answer to what you're saying. But yeah, TLDR, I do think people do it. I think it's misguided. And honestly, I don't think... me personally as a viewer, I would always rather have a streamer's genuine reaction than some kind of structured, this is what I think people want kind of thing. God, look at you. You are a looker. Are you Cthulhu? Or what are you? I don't think I've seen you before. He's wiggly. He's tentacly. Man, this is a pretty level. This is cool. That's because he is mine and mine alone, says Idana. Bye Bye Pie's wife. That's awesome. Oh, is that why? Every time Bye Buying Pie goes up for being in a group, Idana immediately invites him. No, mine. No. I can't invite you if I already have. I like it. Almost Done says, is there something wrong with acting? No, I don't think there is. But I think it's important that you're honest with your audience, not necessarily genuine, because you know, take people like Dr. Disrespect. You know, he has a character he plays. He is an actor essentially, and he's good at what he does. And that's obviously not him being genuine because he's acting, and it's fine. But you know, and a lot of streamers are like that actually. A lot of streamers have like a streaming personality that they are. So I think doing that kind of stuff is just fine. But I think it's one thing if you do that and then you tell everyone you're being genuine. That's when I think it's a little bit different. When you're acting and you're telling people I'm not acting. That's when it's just like that's a little bit more of a gray area. You know, that's a little bit that's when like you can be an actor and still be genuine that you're being an actor. Does that make sense? Like Asmongold and Zakrar, I have no idea what that means. I thought that was just his alt account. Mr. Shilka, I don't think anyone knows that one. Yeah. Alistair says that's the second channel. Yeah. Oh, does he do like... Oh, okay. So Chad is saying, like, so in other words, Asmongold on Asmongold's channel is a more kind of like pumped up version of himself, and Zakrar is him just basically chilling, not putting on the smile, basically. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. No, I've talked about that frequently in the past. Like when I'm streaming, I definitely like, you know, I'm everything is exactly how I am normally. I'm just a little bit more plugged into what I'm doing. You know, so I totally relate to what he's saying about that. Absolutely. I don't know to like his degree. I don't know if he like, you know, I don't fake or do anything I wouldn't do normally. I just do it more than I would. Can we have a co-alt channel? I don't think I'd ever make an alt channel because like my cozy streams are my alt channel, and I'm not like, whenever I really enjoy streaming, it gives me energy. So when I say I'm more energetic streaming, it's because when I'm streaming, I like, it's kind of like if you're in front of a group of people and you feel more energetic and better because like you're kind of feeding off their energy kind of thing. So I don't think I would, if I was being super chill and stuff, I feel like I wouldn't be streaming. Personally, yeah. I don't, streaming and being super chill for me don't really line up too much. So as a vampire, I am. I sometimes am just pretty chill when I stream if I'm low energy or something, but it's not like too different from how I normally am. But again, I mean, different strokes for different folks. It all just determines, you know, it depends on how people work. It's not right or wrong. It's just... Dude, is this going Keiko right now? Whoa. Our soul is being absorbed by Cohh. Essentially, that's it. I'm an energy vampire, and I feed off your life force. Your ether. Yeah, I do. That's essentially what's going on. I'm feeding off your ether right now. Hope you don't mind. Is that cool? You cool? Great. Well, can we feed on the mods to restore our energy so you can keep feeding off us? Oh, absolutely. Mods are up for grabs. I recommend them with a bit of salt and pepper. Maybe a slight braise of Worcestershire sauce and a little bit of salsa powder. Delicious. Uh-oh. We bouncing, chat. We bouncing. Death-a-Rock. Dude, I completely understand that. And honestly, that's interesting to think about. That's interesting to think about. Like, and that's one of the, I think, the interesting byproducts that's happened in how I run the stream and how I keep everything going here. So, like, Deathark says, Asmongold's channel builds up a stress gauge while spending his energy gauge, and Zakwar spends his stress gauge and builds up his energy gauge. Especially because, you know, Asmongold runs a completely unmoderated chat, essentially, and he's frequently been very public about the fact how it's very toxic and how, you know, it stresses him out and that kind of stuff. And I can completely understand, like, how that would really stress you out and you just need to unwind, you know? That, and having two channels in a situation like that makes a whole lot of sense. And maybe that's one of the reasons I don't really feel the need to do that, because, you know, I have a fleet of moderators that keep it, like, my chat does not stress me out at all. my chat doesn't stress me out at all, and the moderators do a fantastic job. If anything, you guys help lower my stress. So it may just be that I would be in the exact same situation in different circumstances. You guys, what I'm trying to say is you need to try harder. Absolutely. You guys need to try a lot harder to stress me out. I mean, I'm never going to get a second channel at this rate. And you need to work on that. Yeah. No, that's really interesting that you said that. That makes a whole lot of sense. Absolutely. Makes a whole lot of sense. Oh, HMed. Hey, Cohh, I wanted to ask a serious question. Tell me in chat the truth. Is Julia a robot artist or an art company under the name of Julia? There's no way one person draws that good and that many emotes. It feels like there's a really good emote daily and sometimes more. HMed. No, seriously, in complete honesty, she absolutely is a robot. Yes, 100%. That or a small team of gnomes. I've also come to this conclusion of. I don't know if it's like an AI kind of deal or if it's like an underpants gnome like conveyor situation. But there's absolutely no way that much quality could come out of one person, and I completely agree. Yeah. Julia says auto destruction 5 seconds. Cats, get down! Down! Okay. Julia says, thank you, though. Hug for the kind words. No, Julia's just really good at what she does, man. She's really good at what she does. Interestingly enough, and I very much recommend artists do this, if you ever follow Julia on Twitter, she will frequently post GIFs of how she draws her emotes. So if you ever wonder, like, where an emote came from, that's a butt. Then you can actually see, like, the process of her drawing it on Twitter. Pretty cool. Julia, feel free to link your Twitter if you'd like to, while I am not distracted at all by that booty. What's something that does stress you out in normal life? I absolutely love them to death, but my kids. My kids are very stressful these days. I have a 4, a 2-year-old, and a newborn that doesn't let me sleep. And what are we doing? And they can be very stressful. They're also the best thing that's ever happened to me, though. So, you know, that's the thing. What am I doing here? Over here? Oh, it's growing the seeds. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wait. Oh, they die. Okay. All sorts of things stress me out. I'm a rather introverted person. So, we help basic social interaction with other people can stress me out. Yeah. Like, that's just how I've always been. You know, my entire life, video games have been my escape. They're my hobby, they're my escape, they're my job. You know, like, this is one of the reasons I'm a gamer, is how stressed I get in other situations. Hey, Majistum, how are you? Wait, are they all already outside the green part? Oh, they're gonna blow the seeds? They're gonna blow the seeds? Blow the seeds. Blow the seeds. Wait, are we blowing the seeds? Oh, this one's gotta go, or it's gonna get blown into the green. Oh, God. Oh, no! I should have thought better. Brain, why didn't you work? You weren't a gamer in your teens and 20s, though, right? Brother, I have been a gamer since I played Dark Castle on my Mac when I was like 4. I've been a gamer my entire life. I basically grew up in NORAD and EverQuest. Yeah, no, I've been a gamer my entire life. Oh, it's a big old boomer. I am. Despite Cohh's looks, he's not 7 years old, believe it or not. I know, it's crazy. He looks good for 57. Thank you. Thank you. Is this stuff better than mine? No. Oh, Exarch's gonna be in business for a while, I guess. This place has to be inspired by Fantasia. What did that guy just say to me? Exarch is basically the best you can get outside of Raid. Oh, okay. Oh, it's best in slot before Raid. Oh, okay. Cool. Great. That's good. Yeah. Do I have any? I really hope I have enough time for the raid. I would love to check it out. Let's see how far we can make it. Why do you persist? Why will you not leave me be? Oh, dude, is he trapped souls here? Are these like real people's souls? Or did he make these? What raid do I want to do? I'd like to do I was going to do Omega raid, but if I'm not mistaken, I think Omega is the last expansion raid. So I think the one I'm most interested in now is the empty raids, which apparently are this expansion's raid. Yeah. Yeah, Omega Stormblood, yeah. I really kind of wanted to do those. Omega raid seems awesome. I'm kind of sad about that, to be honest. Maybe we can go back and do them down the road. Hey, Baron, what's up, buddy? Uh-oh. How going down? Are you good? Okay. Chrysanthemum says, can you forward this to Cohh? Since you said you get drained, exhausted by human interaction, is it weird for me to feel the same with talking to people IRL, but not on Discord or voice chats in general? No, not at all. That's the same with me, dude. That's one of the reasons like I say, I basically grew up in online gaming. I personally, in many ways, have the opposite effect when talking to people online. When I'm talking to people IRL, there's a whole lot of extra stressors, other things to be concerned about. But a lot of that's alleviated in an online environment for me. And and I just care. I'm able to let go of a lot of things that I normally stress about, and instead just have like human interaction, which is always fun. So no, I don't think that's weird at all. I think that in a lot of ways is what defines an introvert. Yeah. Most introverts I've spoken with over the years tend to dramatically prefer online interactions to physical interactions. Most I've talked to. I don't know exactly what the science is behind that, but I have definitely noticed the trend over my life. So I honestly, now I'm no psychologist, obviously, but my guess, if you followed it back enough, is there's less investment. That would be my very layman's explanation, is that there's less investment. There's no direct pressure. You know that if you mess up, you can just go somewhere else or talk to someone else. It's not a situation where, like, if you mess up with someone IRL, that relationship is done. You know what I mean? It probably has to do with insecurities and interaction and lack of confidence. Yep. Which have definitely been issues with me over the years. So that would be my guess. Guess being yours. Insatiable Flame. Lugus. That's cool. Unfortunately, that exact same thing also makes people act like assholes online. You're not wrong, Vermilion. Like, and that's a whole different discussion. But you're absolutely right. The whole growth of trolling in the last couple decades and last few decades, and how and how people can just turn into absolute animals when they're anonymous. Yeah, it's really that's the unfortunate darker side to that stuff. It's really unfortunate. It's of course nothing I would ever want, and let me start by saying that it is not something I would ever want to happen for a myriad of reasons. But it does make it interesting. It's an interesting thing to think about, like what the internet would be like in an Orwellian situation, where everything you said you fundamentally understood to be traced back to you when other people wanted to. Oh shit! What am I doing here? Why am I on fire? Yeah, it does. It really makes it. I'm curious, like, what that world would look like. No, not even China. No, that's not the same thing. That's not what I'm talking about. What am I doing here? I'm dead. Okay. Might want to check your in-game chat. They gave you some tips. Blue fire go near furniture. If not, go away from it. Okay, cool. Thank you. We bounce. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing to think about. And the way China does it is, that's a whole different can of worms. That's a whole different can of worms that we're not going to get into. And this is more like top level stuff. This is not implementation. This is idea. Ow. How are we supposed to avoid that? Was there a way to avoid that? That looked like an entire round-based AoE. Yeah, healer died. Bye-bye Kai straight ate the dust. You're not reading chat? That's the fire mechanic. Was there another mechanic? What was the big swing mechanic? You have to watch the direction of the sword. The spell name has a left or right. Oh, it's cool. Hal's got it. So, not to call him out, but the healer dying there was just him missing the mechanic, right? That wasn't me being on fire or me missing something. That was just him missing it. Or was that something I did? Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't kill him. that's all. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't my fault. Okay, we're good. Bye-bye Pie says the sun was in my eyes. Oh, I mean, we've all been there. We've all been there. VIP down. We bounce. We bounce. We bounce. This was an expert dungeon of 5-1, so it's more difficult than previous. The dungeons forward will require your full attention. Oh, good job. That's a very cool looking model. I kind of really like that. DevLife says you could finish Endwalker today or tomorrow. Yeah, probably if I really push it. And I can just be done with Endwalker. Yep. That's it. Scorching left. If I go over here. Cool. Yeah, I'm not on fire. Move away from them. Oh, under the furniture. The gilded stool is now on fire. Sorry, stool! Fire's domain. Go ahead and pop that. Fire's fire. And this fight is no joke. There's got so many EPs. Okay, what is this? Oh, I'm getting behind it. Am I hiding? I'm gonna hide. That was the mistake! Okay. Ow. Wait. Where's, oh, there it is. Raw. I am the Sofa King. Oh, left. Music is such a flippin' banger! Woo! Uh-oh. Ooh! I thought I was good. I wasn't good. By the way. Go! That last minute turn. Still missed? No, I think I got him. I got him. Thanks.
Applause, please.
Yo, who are the... Wait, what?